Welcome to Xiao Voice. Continuing from the previous episode 236. This unexpected change left everyone on the hill stunned. They watched Chen Xian be forced back and vomit blood in the blink of an eye. After which, they looked at the figure that was slowly appearing. In an instant, a chill surged within the hearts of quite a number of people. They quietly withdrew further away. No one had expected Xiao Yan to not run as quickly as possible in the face of this powerful lineup of Chen Xian. He had instead dared to put up a feint, dodge the two elders, and attack Chen Xian. Everyone had clearly witnessed the situation earlier. If Chen Xian's reaction had been a little slower, it was likely that he would have been killed by Xiao Yan. Some surprise surged onto the face of Song Qing a short distance away. His understanding of Xiao Yan was limited to some rumors. Moreover, the thing that he had heard most about was the 5 Great Clan test in Holy Pill City. Although Xiao Yan's performance during the test was quite good, it was not enough to make him feel any shock. Moreover, Xiao Yan's strength was merely around that of a 4-star Do Zong. Chen Xian's strength was of a similar level. However, Song Qing had not expected Chen Xian to be defeated in just one exchange. Cao Ying's pretty eyes contained a strange glint as she stared at Xiao Yan. She had not expected him to be capable of fighting even along with his powerful spiritual strength. No wonder he challenged the Ice River Valley back then. She, too, did not really like Chen Xian. She was also aware that Song Qing's words would have the opposite effect on Xiao Yan. Although she did not have a close relationship with Xiao Yan, she was aware that the pride his heart would not lose to hers. Xiao Yan would definitely ignore his charity tone. Moreover, the strength that he had displayed allowed him to ignore it. "Brat, you are seeking death." The two elders finally recovered after Chen Xian had been hit so hard by Xiao Yan that he spit out blood and flew backwards. They cried out furiously as their bodies moved. After which, they appeared behind Chen Xian. Both of them extended their hands and forcefully received Chen Xian. "Kill this bastard. I want him to suffer a fate worse than death." Chen Xian's feminine face was covered in a ferocious look after having been received by the two of them. That palm from Xiao Yan had really caused him to lose all of his face, causing him to crazily roar out a command. The two elders looked at each other when they heard his command. However, only one of them stepped forward. The frightening speed which Xiao Yan had displayed earlier caused even the two of them to be afraid. If Xiao Yan were to slip away again, it was likely that Chen Xian would find it hard to stay alive. At that time, the two of them would suffer an extremely harsh punishment from the sect. A punishment worse than death. This brat is not an ordinary person. Although the strength on his surface is only that of a 4-star Do Zong, he is extremely troublesome to deal with. Oh! The old man, who had slowly stepped forward, glanced at Xiao Yan a short distance away. He sighed again in his heart, feeling somewhat regretful. After all, if anything happened to Chen Xian, then you have offended the junior sect leader. This is equivalent to having offended the profound Zan sect. The old man's expression was dark as he stared at Xiao Yan and spoke in a solemn voice. "It is better for you to say these words to your junior sect leader. All this while, it is he who has been offending people." Xiao Yan smiled and replied in a faint voice. The old man was dull, and he felt speechless. Xiao Yan's words were full of truth. Xiao Yan and Chen Xian did not have a major conflict. However, Chen Xian had quietly stabbed at Xiao Yan due to some displeasure in his heart. Although he was speechless, he could only shake his head due to his identity. He slowly stepped forward. A majestic Do Qi surged from his body in all directions. The powerful energy caused the faces of quite a number of people on the hill to reveal some discomfort. "With just you alone, you will not be able to stop me." Xiao Yan gently raised his eyes as he looked at the old man, who acted like he was facing a great enemy. Xiao Yan subsequently glanced at the ferocious face of Chen Xian in a careless manner. The old man was unable to deny Xiao Yan's words. He understood Xiao Yan's frightening speed from earlier. Even though the strength of the two of them far exceeded Xiao Yan's strength, they were far inferior when it came to speed alone. "Elder Bai, why aren't you killing this bastard?" Chen Xian, who was a short distance away, cried out in ferocious tone of voice while the old man was hesitating. His hatred for Xiao Yan could already be described as monstrous. The old man could only softly sigh upon hearing Chen Xian's cry. He clenched his hand and a large 5-foot-long blade appeared. Immediately, the edge of the blade was pointed at Xiao Yan. His toes pressed on the ground, and his body appeared just like a bird as he pounced toward Xiao Yan like lightning. The large blade in his hand appeared to possess a mountain-splitting strength as it tore through the air. A 10-foot large blade glow was formed on the tip of the blade. After which, the man ruthlessly hacked it downwards. Xiao Yan's expression did not change as he watched the old man's sharp attack. A silver glow flashed under his feet, and his body shook. After which, he disappeared in a strange manner as a thunderous roar appeared. Bang! The enormous blade cut through the air and arrived. It ruthlessly smashed against the empty ground, causing the entire hill to shake. A large crevice spread from the point where the blade landed on the ground. It extended to the middle part of the hill. Only then did it slowly come to a stop. Everyone gently inhaled a breath of cool air when they witnessed the powerful destructive force of the old man. They hurriedly withdrew even further. It was very easy for them to be implicated in a battle at this level. The old man knit his brows after his blade missed. Xiao Yan's speed really left him with a great headache. His eyes swiftly looked to where Chen Xian was, but he did not see any activity there. Come out! The old man's stern eyes swept around as a chill flashed across his eyes. The large blade in his hand suddenly and ruthlessly hacked at the space on his left. Clang! An enormous, black ruler suddenly appeared when the blade cut through the space, blocking it in the process. Xiao Yan's figure was revealed at the same time. Xiao Yan flicked his wrist and the heavy ruler trickily avoided the cold, large blade. His body rotated a little and the heavy ruler in his hand was swung by him. The heavy ruler carried an unusually powerful, hot wind as it swung toward the old man's head. HMPH. The old man merely let out a cold snort when he saw Xiao Yan's attack. What he found troublesome to deal with was Xiao Yan's speed. If it was a head-on clash, he was confident he could crush all the Do Qi in Xiao Yan's body within 10 exchanges. The strength of a 9-star Do Zong was 5 stars stronger than Xiao Yan regardless of how one put it. It was not so easy to narrow that gap. The old man swung the hilt of his blade sideways and the Do Qi within his body surged out at this moment. After which, it agglomerated on the large blade. A bright and powerful glow materialized on the blade until it appeared like a divine item. Sharp, cold qi shot in all directions, causing some distortions to appear. The heavy ruler whistled down. However, just when it was about to collide with the large blade, it suddenly paused in a strange manner. At this instant, Xiao Yan's other hand swiftly formed a series of dazzling seals. Skyfire 3 Mysterious Change. First change. Xiao Yan coldly cried out in his heart. The surging Do Qi within his body immediately soared. With Xiao Yan's current understanding of the Skyfire 3 mysterious change, he had basically reached a stage where he could use it as he desired. The surge of his Do Qi was silent. It was undoubtedly much stronger when compared to before too. The soaring of the Do Qi within Xiao Yan's body also caused his aura to rise at this moment. The strength contained in the heavy ruler also swiftly rose as well. Finally, it violently collided with the bright, large blade in front of the stunned eyes of the old man. Clang! An earth-shaking sound resonated over the hill. Immediately, a frightening wind swept out in a circular shape whistling like a storm with the two of them being the focal point. It forced all of the surrounding people to move back in a miserable manner. Crack! A slight sound suddenly appeared within the storm. The expression of the old man drastically changed at this moment. His narrowed eyes had caught a slight crack as it suddenly appeared on the large blade. How did this brat's strength soar so quickly? The expression of the old man had become much uglier when he sensed the pressure that was being transmitted to his hand. Did this brat try to act weak to eat the strong right from the start? Bang! While this thought was lingering in the old man's heart, the strength being transmitted from the heavy ruler suddenly erupted once again. Under this terrifying wind, even he was shaken to the point where his feet had to step back. Xiao Yan's face suddenly turned dark and cold after having forced back this old man with the surname Bai. He did not hesitate as his toes pressed against the ground. After which, he turned into a wild storm that swept toward Chen Xian a short distance away. You are seeking death. Upon seeing that Xiao Yan dared to charge over, the other elder, who was protecting Chen Xian, revealed a sunken expression as he let out a furious cry. However, his cry had just sounded when a silver-colored human figure appeared in front of him before he could stop Xiao Yan from charging over. This figure was like a human-shaped tank as it charged at the elder, bringing along an extremely fierce wind. The silver-colored human figure that suddenly appeared surprised this elder of the profound Zon sect. He could sense that the silver-colored figure was not much weaker than him. While he was surprised, the silver-colored figure reached him. Its metal fist was swung, creating a hurricane that pestered this elder of the profound Zon sect. Chen Xian's ferocious face had finally changed a little after seeing this elder be held back. His feet pressed on the ground, and his body moved back. He was aware that Xiao Yan was targeting him. Although Chen Xian had a good awareness of the situation, how could his speed compare to Xiao Yan? Moreover, Xiao Yan had even used the first change of the Skyfire 3 mysterious change. Hence, after Chen Xian had just taken his second step, the space in front of him suddenly distorted. Immediately, a figure slowly appeared in front of him. The figure's young face was currently covered in a killing intent that caused his entire body to feel a chill. "Do you think that I can't kill you just because there's someone protecting you?"